Good afternoon, good evening, students. I hope you're doing good. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're back with another video to start a new chapter that I recently announced. I told you that I would start teaching phonetics on my channel. So today we're going to have an introduction to phonetics. Because a lot of people or a lot of students are freshmen and they follow this channel. So I know that it's quite hard at first when you are introduced to phonetics. But hopefully this video is going to give you a small boost in order to help you grasp your upcoming lectures with your teachers, as well as understanding the videos that I am willing to give later on. Okay? But as usual, I invite you to like the Facebook page of this channel in order to be notified whenever I post something new, and also subscribe to my channel if it's not already done. That would encourage me to do more and help you out during the period of exams. With that being said, we shall start with phonetics. All right. So the first point to discuss today is consonants. Okay. So in phonetics, you must have seen that we have two types of consonants. We have voiceless consonants and voiced consonants. Okay. So today we're going to see how do we transcribe, right? So the way we transcribe is this or these square using square brackets, right? When you say square brackets, it means you are speaking about phonetics. When you are using this instead of this, it means this is phonology. Okay. So we have voiceless consonants and we have voiced consonants. Okay, so this table will hopefully help you remember these consonants. Okay, because we are going to see them again and we are going to describe these consonants as well as the vowels, of course. So the thing is, we start with voiceless. Okay, we have p. P in phonetics, or the letter P in phonetics is pronounced P, such as P. Okay? We have T, such as T. We have K, such as key or car. Okay? We have F, such as fact. And we have Th, this is a Th, it's an O with a small hyphen inside, such as thing. Then we have s such as soon. We have sh such as ship. Then we have ch such as church. And we have h such as hot. Okay, this is not hot, this is hot. Okay, we shall move to voiced consonants. Okay, we have b such as b, right? Then we have d such as day. We have g such as get, the in view, and then we have a the. This is not the, this is the. So this is the, and this one is the. The such as the itself or this. Okay. Then we have z. This is not z, it is z such as zone, and we have je. This one is je such as vision. Okay. Then we have j such as gin, right? As we have also voiced consonants, such as the nasals. We have three nasals. Okay, all the nasals are voiced. We have m, we have n, and then we have ng. Okay, it's very nasal. So we have m such as more, n such as nice, and ng. It is usually found at the end of words or what we when we have ing. So such as ring or king. So we do not say king, okay? We say king. It's between pronouncing the g and not pronouncing the g, okay? So it's king. So this is what we call the very nasal. Okay. Then we have L and R and Y and W. Okay. So in L, such as light, R, such as red, Y, such as yet or use, and W, such as wet or one. Then we have this one here. This is a dark L. Some teachers might transcribe this one doing this, right? Something like this, okay? Or like this. So it depends on the teacher. It's almost the same thing. But this is the real transcription of dark L, okay? So what's the difference between clear L and dark L? Dark L is usually dark when it's a syllabic consonant, which I will explain during the upcoming videos. So usually the L, when it's at the end, it is pronounced L and not L. So here we have light. Light is clear. But at the end it's people. It's not people, it's people. Okay? This is the difference between dark L and clear L. Okay? Then we shall move to vowels. Again, just to remind you, this video is just an introduction so that you will be able to get familiar with the whole subject of phonetics. So you won't be scared with the symbols and everything. I will tell you this, that most teachers might not tell you. You don't have to learn by heart these symbols. All you have to do is to go through some exercises and you will remember them randomly. Okay? But some vowels are preferable to be learnt by heart, such as a in cat, which we are going to see later on. Okay? So when it comes to vowels, we have short vowels and we have reduced vowels if you want. Okay? In the first table. But we also have long vowels. We have diphthongs and triphthongs. Okay, we are going to start with short vowel first. So we have what we call short e, such as kid or bid, or hymn, right? Um, we have such as dress or bed, okay? And we have a, such as cat or bad, okay? And we have u, to short u, like put or good. Then we have o, such as short o, such as pot. Then we have this symbol here. Looks like a tent. Okay, a small tent. You have my piece of advice for you is to take an example of this sound and you compare it with the other words that you are going to encounter to see if it's pronounced the same in the same way or not. You usually take this word, which is must, right? So must has this sound here, okay? Or if you want to do it like this, phonetically. So yeah, you take this example of must, and then you compare it to other words that you are going to encounter in case you are asked to transcribe and you don't know the word, whether it's in whether it has this symbol or another symbol. Okay, but yeah, you have some other words that you can take, of course, such as but or love or son or must, just like the example I gave. Then we have reduced vowels. Okay, reduced vowels are quite easy to remember. We have what we call the schwa. It's a reduced a, by the way. It's like about or common, and sometimes it is found at the end of words when you are dealing with the British pronunciation. For instance, when you say singer, right? The Americans will say a singer, but the British will say a singer. They do not pronounce the R, and the R is reduced and it becomes a schwa, okay? One thing about it in phonetics, this sound is never stressed. So whenever you have a word in which you find this sound, you never stress it. Okay, you never do this. And then you have E, such as happy, lady, believe, reveal, all right? And you have the U, such as situation, right? But a lot of phoneticians might disagree upon the pronunciation of this word, okay? But we're here to learn the symbols and not debate upon the pronunciation of words. Then we shall move to long vowels. Okay, long vowels. We have long E, such as C, and this sound here is like this. It's a right? It's a bird. You take this word as an example and you compare it to other words, which you're not really sure whether it has a symbol or another one. Okay, and then you have a long R, such as part. Usually it is linked with an R, right? So it is linked with an R, and so it, as if it is extended, okay? Same thing with O. So in the previous one here, it's a short one because it is followed by another consonant. So the consonant kind of breaks the extension, but when it's an R, the R extends the sounds. This is why you get a long O instead of a short one. So it's do, or sometimes with the semi-vowels like w here, it's low. Okay. Then we have long U, such as two or blue, right? But sometimes we pronounce it blue. It depends on the accent, of course. But the RP, it is a long U, okay? Then we have diphthongs. Diphthongs is the combination of two vowel sounds, okay? For instance, we have air, such as fair, right? This is air, like the word fair. The Americans will say fair, okay? They pronounce the R. But the British, or RP, which is the international phonetic alphabet that most universities deal with, except the United States of America. But yeah, that's how we pronounce the word fair, okay? And then we have ua, such as tour, right? Or cure, okay? The Americans again might say cure, okay? Then we have ear here, it's ear, such as near or here. So the Americans will say near or here, but the British will say near and here. Then we have ow, such as now or mouth. It's quite easy. Then we have o, the last one here, it's o, such as show and no. Okay. And we have another diphthong, which is I. It's a famous one, such as die, price, night, whatever you want. And then we have a, such as face or day. And then we have oi, such as boy and choice. Okay. We have triphthongs. Triphthongs is the same concept, but it's the combination of three vowel sounds. Okay. And we have only two. It's aya and hour. Okay, so fire and hour. You see the word hour and the word hour here, and the word hour like this. Excuse the handwriting. There are two different things, right? But from the perspective of phonetics, they are pronounced the same. Both of them are pronounced this way, right? So this is why it gets tricky when we study phonetics or phonology, and this is why most students hate the subject. Okay, but it's quite easy when you put your head into it, and it becomes a habit. So you don't have to be discouraged or something. Okay, then you must have met the um, the abbreviation of IPA, which means International Phonetic Alphabet. The IPA is a system of written symbols used to represent sounds. Okay, the basic principle is one sound equals one symbol. So, in case you're a freshman, they might tell you to give them the definition of IPA. Okay, so you can take this one. I think it's complete, and I think this is what you need to mention to give them the definition of IPA as a freshman. Okay. Then I shall move to some pieces of advice before we round off with this video, because you need to grasp all these in order to start something quite complicated if you're not following the lectures with your teacher. Okay. So in phonetics or in phonology, as far as it is concerned, you should know that there is or there are no capital letters. Okay, there is no capital letter when you are transcribing, and there are also no punctuation marks, which means no comma, no period, no question mark, no hyphen, no exclamation point, or whatsoever. Okay, and these two symbols here. Excuse me. So these two symbols here do not exist in English, right? In English, when you find this, sorry, when you find this, it's transcribed this way. Okay, it's a k like ka. When you find this, it is transcribed this way. It's a kiss. Okay. For instance, if we take the word extraordinary, so the X here is like this. Okay, we do not transcribe it this way. This is wrong. Okay, so this is very important when you are dealing with transcription, because I'm sure that your teacher will try to lay some emphasis upon these things, but just in case you do not know it, you can take the information from here. Some symbols seem to look alike, okay? And it is your responsibility, but it's quite a big word to say your responsibility as a student. But yeah, you need to make your written symbols unambiguous, okay? Because you have some symbols, usually these ones, right? You have this one, and this one, this one, and this one. They might look alike. So during an exam or a task given by your teacher, you need to make sure that you transcribe them correctly. Because if you write this, if you transcribe using this, and you should have transcribed using this one or that one, you'll get a 0, although you know the answer. Okay, so make sure to make them unambiguous, because some teachers do not forgive such mistakes. Okay. Then to conclude, something that I wanted to add here, although it's not really related to transcription of the sounds, but rather of the stressed syllable. Just in case you're dealing with this right now, you need to know that you have to place a stress mark before the stressed syllable and not on top of it, because most students do this, and that is wrong. Okay, it should be before, like here. Okay, and secondary stress is put, if you want to put it this way, on the ground. It's not on top but below. Okay, here this is secondary and this is primary. Okay, so this is as far as our lecture is concerned today. It's just a short introduction to the subject of phonetics. I hope that I have clarified some ambiguities that you must have had when you started um, studying this subject. But yeah, during the next lecture, we're going to see some lectures concerning grammar, of course, and we are going to alternate between grammar and phonetics. Hopefully, in the next lecture, I'll be able to make it a lot easier and help you understand other lessons as well. Okay. So, before I round off, if you have any kind of question, feel free to ask me in the comments below, or you can contact me either on my personal email, or you can contact me on my Facebook page, the Facebook page of this channel, of course, or my Instagram, or my Facebook if you want. I always answer students as soon as I see their messages. Okay. Make sure to join the Facebook group that we have created. You can also ask your questions there. We're just waiting for, like I said during the previous videos, for a specific number of people or number of students or a number of people who are interested in English in general to join, and we will start going live and try to have casual conversations amongst ourselves, and also teach you some specific things that I cannot teach on YouTube as well. Okay. So if you have any kind of question again, feel free to ask them in the comments below. Otherwise, I tell you, see you in the next video. Peace.